Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Cone Dodger here, and this is Cities Skylines here in Baytona. I was quite sick last week and had some time on my hands that could not be spent recording because I sounded a little bit like this. But hey, I'm feeling mostly better now, and I spent a lot of time doing some cleanup here in the city, including the most attractive city ever. No, including revising this interchange, which has helped a bunch. Really starting to understand how the dynamics of merging work in this game. It's quite interesting. Also, giving the turn lanes here at intersections is very important. So, although the trees are pretty, they kind of ruin the traffic flow. I've been expanding upon this general area, and let's see, gave them their own incinerators and stuff like that. Have been weaning the city off of the landfills. We removed the one here and the one down here. There's now just incinerators here, so that should help our garbage situation and help our pollution situation. Oh, actually, very nice. I just noticed this. This whole area was brown before, and it is now green just through planting some trees where the brown once was. So that's nice. That is nice. I wonder if planting some trees along the coastline will help speed up the progression of getting rid of the poo. I'm so tired of this creek of poop. So yeah, just gonna do that real quick. Let's see, anything else? Oh, right. I also... Oh, why are you people sick? Why are you sick? Oh, is that noise again? No, you are just literally sick. Oh, noisy. Yep, this intersection here is super noisy, and these guys complain about it time to time. What was I gonna say? Oh yes, DLC. I can't see it from here, but I did get the Night something DLC. It's one of the first ones. It introduces tourism into the city and a lot of new parks and buildings related to that. That is good because the next thing I really want to start working on is the Grand Prix district. We worked on making our rally area, which I think turned out quite nicely. Originally, my idea was to have the Grand Prix area through here, but the Creek of Poo has made me question that. Also, I think I have a better understanding of how to do the roads now. So instead, I'm going to make the Grand Prix area go up the cliff here and along the coast. So a general layout would be probably up through here, and then maybe, you know, a bit back through here and around the... Oh, it's a plane. I was like, what the hell is that noise? I thought it was in real life. It was a plane. And then around the windmills, sorry, wind turbines, and then back down through here, and hope that we can clean up this area. So that's the general idea. But the tourism thing is nice because it gives us new buildings. Let's see. Yeah, it gives us a bunch of new cool looking water buildings and also like skate parks and a pier. So that would be nice to kind of fancy up this area. Not that you're going to want to fish right here, to be honest, at the moment. It also gives us a tourism district, a leisure specialization, sorry. So commercial zones are active 24/7. It does cause noise pollution because of that 24/7-ness. So that would be good for this area. So this should be a very touristy part of town that we're about to make. So that'll all fit really in line with what we're about to try and accomplish. So way back when we started this, I downloaded a mod. Where is it? I always forget where it put these. At the end of parks? At the end of parks. So I have a racetrack pit tower, a racetrack pit stalls, and some fences. So this stuff I will have to be keeping in mind as far as these roads go, because I believe that these will take the place of buildings. Actually, let me try it. Yeah, you would destroy the buildings to do these. But one thing I want to check is if building this Wait, how can I do this? Yeah, this will be fine. I'm not really going to be using this area, so I may undo this. It considers it a park. Nice. So let's say, oh, those don't connect as nicely as I would have hoped. So I'll use those sparingly, and they're backwards. Okay, all right. Oh well, it doesn't matter. This was just a test to see if they would build a house behind it. Nope, clicking all the wrong things. Get rid of that one. Are you gonna build a house? Let's see. It seems to be that they will not. They will not build behind these walls. Get out of my ear holes, you sirens. So that will be just for like pit road and stuff. That'll be something to keep in mind. What are you doing? You're just enjoying nature? That's fine, that's fine. I planted a bunch more trees over here trying to get the water to clean up because it seemed like maybe it was working. Maybe. We are getting there. I mean, you see there's a huge streak here of non-polluted water. So we're getting somewhere, but it's still going to be another probably 30 years before it's actually cleaned up. Unless something is unlocked at some point to help clean it up. Alright, well, with that in mind, let me start working on the roadways over here. I'm going to start with the track and trying to keep that somewhat to scale, because I have a feeling I could make this way too big, way larger than a racetrack would be. Unfortunately, scale is something that's kind of difficult to judge. There's no grid, there's nothing to tell you how much distance there is between things here, so I'm gonna kind of have to play it by a visual marker of some kind. Alright, that's good up the hill. Size-wise, I think we're in pretty good shape if we stop right there and looped back around, but I need to make a different route around these windmills. Turbines, sorry, wind turbines. Oh, man. Oh, that's gonna be a turn right there. Alright, but we gotta try and navigate the slope without it getting too weird. That's pretty good there. And then I do want it to connect down into this area, but I also want to make sure I can get the highway up and around these roads. Alright, well, we don't need this section of road anymore. So away it goes. And we have to get back up to here somehow. Hopefully I can do that. Well, let's actually try and do that first. Yeah, I may need to push this road back over some. Not bad. It's a little close right here, so what direction do we think this track would run? Probably this way. We'll say counterclockwise, and it's gonna go counterclockwise. That would be the runoff this way. If it went clockwise, the runoff would be this way. So I guess it's gonna go clockwise. Not that it's really gonna matter, but for my imaginative purposes, it's gonna go this way. Oh, there we go. That's better there. And can we make this turn a little bit less sharp? Is that possible? I just don't like the way this bump is here. It doesn't look very Grand Prix-y. Oh, now we're talking. There we go. That's a lot better. And that actually does look rather track-like. So that was my idea, was to make the roads the track instead of making a track out of the roads. So these will be, this is like, I guess the track in Melbourne's like this, where the roads are like a park around the city, and then there's actual roads that tie into them, or, you know, just bypass them altogether. So that is where the challenge will be now. Oh, I just got a message about something. Over here, buildings burning down because traffic's still a little bit of a nightmare over here. I actually fixed a lot of the traffic issues in this area. It is nowhere near as bad as it used to be. Alright, is that large enough? Does the track need to be longer? Let's see. So that's a car there. That's pretty big. That would be a pretty long track, I think. I mean, if we come down to first-person view here, yeah, that's not very small at all. I considered making this all out of highway, so it didn't have sidewalks and whatnot, but that would have been real fun to try and work with. Oh, but this is cool. This is deadly as hell, but that's pretty cool the way it comes in right next to the cliff. I'll have to get that first person mod so I can like follow a car around. That would be neat. This is pretty cool right here. That's a cool section. I'm pleased. I am pleased. So now how do I make this a city? That is our new objective. Alright, so that's one way we could do it. Have just like a an exit here. It's a 90-degree exit though, and those tend to cause a lot of traffic issues. So let's see if we can work around that. Alright, so we got this 3-lane bit of highway leading into town. Who's having trash issues? Oh yeah, this has been a little bit of an issue trying to get the garbage trucks down into here. That's not been too bad though. Usually gets cleared up in a hurry. Well, that's actually improving pretty fast, isn't it? Maybe we will actually be able to use this space someday. Alright, so yeah, we had the highway now running into town, or into our perspective. One of those words, town. Now I have to get people out. And I'm thinking a tunnel is probably going to be how that's going to happen. Let's see. Connect, please. Oh, yes. Alright, so this is craziness now. But basically, this highway goes into town. And I'll connect the actual city off of this road and make sure people can always get back to it. But then that goes way underground. Let's see. Can we look at it? Yeah, there it goes. It goes way underground and wraps around in its own crazy way to get back to the highway. This is going to be a real interesting little building project we have going here. So now we need to get people off of this highway and into the town. There we go. And then that's where they will split off. Do we also need... Let's see. People also have to be able to get back to it somehow. So let's do that before we start building any roads. Let's maybe not make them in the same spot either. Let's see. I just need to flip that one around now. So that it is heading out of town. Yes, yes. And that is where we shall begin our construction. Alright, thank you for our amazing vacation. Oh yeah, we have tourists now, that's right. That's right. I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about there, but I know what they're talking about. Alright, so now here is where city proper will begin. Nice, nice. And we'll connect these to that. I'm learning. This is still going to be a total disaster, but I'm learning. Alright, so now we need to convert this to the turn lane section. Not what I wanted. There we go. So that people can get in and out easily. I'm not cutting down any trees. What are you talking about, Max? You're at a park right now and you're complaining about trees being cut down. Crazy. Another building burnt down over here. There's literally 3 fire departments in this area. Nothing I can do at this point. Oh my god, the spaghetti roads right now. Okay. Alright. So... we can definitely put buildings here, but this is now a little bit of a building-free zone, unless I can get some roads over into here, which I don't think that I really can. Oh, actually, I just had an idea. What if we took Is this a one-lane road still? I think that it is. Maybe not. There's a car headed this way. So what if we took that road up? Today is going to be a lot of fun with roads. Have you noticed? It's a very roadsy day. Alright. Alright, that's good, but I don't... Oh, I just saw the option to sneak it in there. The power lines, I'll fix the power lines in a second. Actually, I should pause before I do that so the whole town doesn't freak out about it. Ooh, I snaked it around. But I'm not going to get any houses in there, so let's not do that. Nice, nice. Cool. Alright, so this road's lower than this road. But the plan will be to just put in a few houses along here, just to make it look a little bit more lived in. Alright, how is coverage on that road? Just so I don't have issues with it in the future. Police coverage is very low in this whole area, so I should go ahead and fix that. It is a one-way there, so these people have no connection to the outside city. New problems have sprung up here. Right, because this only goes around in this way. I don't know that that's necessary anymore. I could potentially turn this back into a 3-lane with a turn lane or something. Or I could do some crazy crap like that. Just so that these people can get their coverage over here. Let's see. Yep, now it has garbage coverage. It has, well, still no police coverage. They have fire coverage at least. Alright, well, let's put ourselves a little police station over here. That will help. Alright, let's unpause and see if these guys build in. They will need water pipes. And we do need to connect that power back up somehow. Somehow. There we go. That should be unnecessary in the future. And I'm not against putting some offshoot roads on this section too, if we can do it cleanly. Just curious what these houses look like against this, because I don't think I'm going to be able to use these walls in this section. Yeah, because the roads gets too much on an unlevel ground. Not to mention the fact they're backwards. Oh, that's gonna look cool. Building the houses on the cliff, or the buildings, or their commercials, right on the cliffs there. That's pretty neat. Because I can see these guys complaining, I went ahead and put the walls, the highway with walls right here. Just so they don't make any ruckus. Alright, so how do we build out the city around the track? Let's see. There's plenty of room here. So let's maybe get some of these roads. Let's do some of this action here. Definitely want this road to come up right against the cliffside here. Yeah, and then have a little bit of an area where there's some 4 slots or something like that. There we go. So we can get some large buildings in there. And then connect back in. I could probably just delete this little section here. But we'll need some crossroads. More than anything, just to fill in the area. There we go, that's plenty of land. Now let's get some pipes going through here. It needs the pipes. I don't know if the area around the track will need them, but we'll get them in there just to be on the safe side. I'm having second thoughts about the track. I love the layout and I love the way it looks, but now I'm starting to wondering if I should just make it out a highway. That way I can use the wall sections to make it look more track-like. I'd hate to do it because it looks so good, but I think it's gonna make it look more realistic. It's all about the immersion, right? Let me actually pause. Let me save, and I'm gonna work on it. Probably just peel away from the recording for a little bit here and see if it works out. Okay, this has been a pretty much total success. Very happy with how that looks. I don't think the FIA is going to be particularly happy with how close our walls are to the track. But have you seen Singapore or the other tracks? I mean, they have walls too. With the restrictions of the game, I think I am massively pleased with how that looks. And really, the highway in general just looks more track-like. It's very wide. It just looks good. Looks very good. Dangerous. Very dangerous track, but a very cool track. It's more a Macau than it is Monaco. I'm just going to work on this a little bit today. There's still going to be a lot of expansion to do. And also, I'm going to tie into the track for... Well, we got to build out like the pits and the garages and all that stuff as well. But I want to make some like park areas and things like that. Have reasons for just normal tourists to be able to go along the track. I think that would be pretty neat. But today, let's get the Grand Prix district in order. So let's go ahead and make it a district. All through here. I'm going to include this part of town as well. But let's do all of this, even down to the poopy water. And maybe even go out this far. Definitely not Fairview Square. This is Grand Prix district and policies. Let's see here. So we're going to have some crazy policies through here. Tax relief on high density and offices, because I want those buildings through here. And we're going to go let go of leisure to try and get the entertainment high in this area. Really make it attractive to the wealthy as well, because that's the kind of area this should be. And let's see, we'll do the Parks and Rec one in this area. That should do it. That should do it. And as well, we are going to make this. Yep, we want commercial zones 24/7. And can we have tourist specialization as well? You can have one or the other. I think I'm gonna make a sub-district for either of these, perhaps. Yeah, let me get the tourist area, like the hotels and stuff, into a very small area. Middle Hills, no, this will be the visitor district. Alright, very creative names, I know, but I'm just trying to keep track of what I am doing here. And the policies on that will be definitely this one. And we'll do tax relief on high density commercial. That should get the big hotels in there. Oh, let's also do high-tech housing through here. Oh, where's that one? City planning, high-tech housing. And make sure we got that on. We do now. All right, so through here, we'll do some high-density commercial. And that should be where the big hotels move in. And through here, I'm going to do some high-density residential. And perhaps on this side of the street as well. But then along here, we'll just do some regular residential. Yes, yes. Not gonna finish this out just yet. We will need all of the things up here as well, such as clinics. And such as a fire department. Such as a police department. Again, keeping everything pretty small in size. Not doing the big, you know, huge police headquarters or anything like that. Small towns. And then this stuff we will need, but I'll put it on an offshoot. What was the other thing? Oh, we'll need some trash care up here, and we'll need some death care up here. So let's make an offshoot road for that stuff. And we'll do it in a... Let's see here. Alright, so this is a national road here, so it's a high speed limit and no stoppages, so there's no, there's going to be no buildings on this, but that will give us the opportunity to make ourselves the area that will have all of the things that we want to keep away from town. Should I do this? I should do it this way. There we go. Eventually we'll own this part of town as well. We'll do an incinerator up here. And right next door, a crematorium. There we go, and we'll get them power and water as well. There we go, that should do it. And are we still paused? We are paused. Let's unpause and see how things start to build out here. We will also need schools up here. And probably eventually a university as well, if all things go well. So let's see. You'll get power in a second, don't you worry. Don't you worry. Put them right here. Let's make them on a nice road. It's supposed to be a nice part of town, right? There we go. That should be about enough space there for an elementary school and a high school. Just enough space, actually. Wow. Alright, they'll get power as we expand here. Might take a minute. And then I think along... I want some offices. Let's do those right at the beginning of town, right there. Because we do have a pretty high industrial demand at the moment. And I'm going to do a couple along here. Man, that is going up quick. Those hotels look perfect. That is exactly the look I was hoping for the area. Big high-rises in the backdrop of the track. Our income just took a huge hit because I built all these expensive things and didn't move any people in. But I think this area is going to draw a bunch of tourists, which should help the income of the city, especially for commercial purposes, and a lot of people as well. Oh, these are getting cool. Oh, good job, guys. Oh, you turned into hotels, didn't you? Nice. Oh, that's so cool looking. Right on the edge of the track. Brilliant. Imagine staying here. What a view. What a view. Now, along here, I'm actually not going to fill in every bit of the roads. I want to spread these buildings out a little bit. They're going to be very high density, and I don't want to have to make these streets huge. So let's not fill it completely out. Plus, I think it'll make it look a little nicer. And let's get a park up here. We got all these new park things. I think most of them... Oh, there's a riding stable. A beach volleyball court. That's a pier, a bunch of piers. Skate park is pretty cool. It's hip. We're trying to keep this area hip. Nice. Alright, that makes everybody happy. Do some skating while you're watching F1 cars go by. Oh, look how fast the garbage truck can go down this road. Good idea, Cone. Good idea. I don't know where you're going. I guess the guys at the crematorium need some donuts, or what are you? Bug spray. They got a bug issue, huh? Ugh. No, he's just lost. He has no idea what he's doing. All the tourists are happy, although I don't know if that's a tourist destination. Hoping these guys are going to have enough customers. It's good to see people are using the highway loop so they know how to get around there. I was a little worried about that. Population is on the increase and income is starting to stabilize as well. Still have a huge demand for offices, and I definitely want to keep those guys up here if possible. So let's see if we can sneak another one in, maybe right... we'll do it on this side of the street. We'll do it... Oh, we can get one right there. That'd be good. trying to get the residential to come back up so we can get some more high-density residential over here as well. It's actually not even completely built out yet in those regards. Oh, look at that. The water is almost blue right there. Finally. This area is not making much progress, but I'm glad to see some progress at all. Alright, now we can get rid of these power lines making my town ugly. Let's get to this one so I can see where they can go. I guess it was just through here for now. Is that right? That one's debatably touching. We'll have to see. Looks like a little bit of traffic stack up turning right into town. Is there an actual light here? I don't think that there is. It's starting to flow fine now. Oh, but they're coming in. They are coming on in. And they should have a pretty straight shot to get here, too. That'll be important, making sure they can get to this area without too much traffic. Alright, well, this seems to be going pretty well. I think that's a good place to stop for today. Nice progress made. We've gone from this area being desolate to this area having a reason to be here, and I think it's a nice location for it. Not what I originally planned, but I think it's going to be maybe even cooler than what I originally planned. Next time we'll work on giving the track some purpose and finishing it out for actual racetrack purposes and whatnot, and connect it to some roads and see if the tourists enjoy visiting it. We just lost 473 people? How did that happen? Now we lost 543? Something, maybe some building upgraded or something and kicked a bunch of people out. 838 people are leaving in a hurry. Did everybody just die? That happens. I've heard of this. Mass deaths in the city. 990. Oh, okay. They're out of power. Alright, okay. Okay. Let's stop. Let's fix this. I was going to do this anyway. It is $80,000 to do it. I'm going to make ourselves a solar power plant. I'm going to do it. I could do it out here. I could do it over here. It's a noise problem, and it gives you an area around it that shows the noise. So that should be fine, actually. We'll do it right there. Alright, that should be problem solved. Let's see if this turns around before we sign out, and you're all worried about it. There we go. It's turning around. Everything's fine. No need to panic. I was panicked a little bit. But thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time.